Hello everyone and welcome back to another 5 and 5 episode, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hello, welcome. My name is Sash. If you are a returning sub, I love you. Look, today's episode is going to be ways that you can save and afford to live in Vancouver, BC, because Vancouver, BC, Canada is one of the most expensive cities in the world. There's a lot of reasoning for that, but if you do rent here, you do live here, you would know it's very expensive. So I have 5 tips today that will hopefully help, you survive. 5 minutes is counting down on the clock. Let's go. I wrote them all down so I wouldn't forget. Also, I'm wearing dark lipstick, as you can see, so if it's on my teeth, apologies. I can't be stopping the video every 2 seconds to check. Alrighty, so number 5 tip is choose a basement suite. So basement suites are something that we don't have in Australia. They are sometimes dark and dingy, sometimes renovated and lovely and bright, but that is quite rare. I went for a house viewing of a basement suite when I first arrived here in 2018, and not for me. I was really put off it. Obviously the rent was a lot cheaper than say an apartment, or you know, if you're just sharing with one other person, basement suites are the way to go. And yeah, if you're a couple wanting to save for, you know, a house or for a big trip, like basement suites, you can pay like between $400 and $500 each for rent. And you don't normally have to share with like a bunch of people. I opted with going in a share house. So I was sharing with 3 other people and that cost me $800. And then it went up a little bit each year that I was there. Sorry, I've got cat hair all over my face. It is itchy. Yeah, look, so basement suites are not everyone's cup of tea, but I honestly think that if you are arriving in Vancouver, check them out before checking out apartments, condos, share houses, whatever, because sometimes you can get a really good deal, and it all depends on how you like to live. If you don't mind them people being, like a landlord being upstairs above you, or like a family home next to you, or it's a close confined space, and I get quite claustrophobic, so I like bright and airy and like not closed in. So yeah, basement suites are cheaper. That's all I'm trying to say. Number 4, kind of going on off what I just said, is having roommates. I think it's really, I mean, you must be doing really well if you can afford to live in this city by yourself. My lovely boyfriend, Elliot, was living in this apartment by himself. I don't know how he afforded this apartment by himself, because split in half, it's doable. But yeah, people do it. People live alone here. People spend over $1,000 a month on rent, and that's fine, but that's not me. That is not my budget. That is not what I want to spend my money on. So roommates, really look around, join Facebook groups. Yeah, go to like the apartment or the condo, wherever, the house, to meet people, because I think that that's the best way to get a vibe of the house. You don't want to say yes, sign a contract, move in, and you hate the people that you live with, or you just, they're really dirty, or you don't get along, or they've got a different schedule to you. So really write down what is important to you in a roommate and what has to work with you and your schedule, because that could end up really complicated later on. So roommates are a must, brings the rent down. Number 3, choose a suburb that's out of Vancouver. So I'm an Aussie, so we sort of say, I live in Melbourne, but you actually live like an hour away. Here people are really specific. I'm like, yeah, like I think they live in Vancouver, blah, blah, blah. And I'm actually talking about Burnaby, and people are like, that's not Vancouver, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, I mean, look, it's within an hour of Vancouver. I call it Vancouver. So Richmond, Burnaby, New West, Langley, where else? Yeah, Burnaby, New West, Langley, what else have I got? Surrey. Yeah, have a look around those areas to see if rent is cheaper. If you have a car, sure, like it's a lot easier, but there are SkyTrains, public transit, things like that. And if you don't have to be downtown and it doesn't, you just want to move to BC but be close to the city, choose one of those suburbs. You're going to save on rent, and preferably like a more family friendly area, because some parts of Surrey can be quite dodgy. Just a heads up, I got left. Oh my gosh, 30 seconds. Okay, number 2, find a job here with benefits. I don't have a job with benefits and it sucks. I luckily can get MSP, which is the medical service plan, which gets me like to see the doctor for free. I saw my dermatologist for free. Things like that. It's great to have MSP. Not every job, if you're not working full time, you probably can't get it. You have to, there's a certain thing you have to, like a list you have to be, under to get MSP. Regardless, if you get a job here that's quite, you know, corporate and it has dental, medical, has benefits, you're gonna save so much money in the long run, and it's something that can keep you surviving here longer. My timer's off. Okay, awesome. Number one, last tip, use Evo. I don't think Car2Go exists anymore as of 2021. But I don't drive and I don't have a car. You can save so much money in this city if you're living in downtown Vancouver by walking everywhere, getting a bus whenever you need to, getting an Evo, which is a rideshare service that is in Vancouver. So basically you've got an app, it looks around and sees where the Evos are. I believe they're a Toyota Prius. Yeah, they're a Toyota car for sure, because I like driving Toyotas and I was like, yeah, this is great. And you can just hop in, press the start button and drive the car, leave it wherever, undamaged obviously, and you get use of a car. It's really cool. You can use it for like a day and it's quite expensive, but just around the city if you need to go from A to B, so good. The insurance here is insane. Like, it's just hundreds of dollars that you don't need to spend, and if you don't desperately need a car for work, get transit. See if your job, you can claim transit on your taxes, things like that. But don't drive if you don't have to. Save money by not having a car. Yeah, because insurance is really expensive here. I've gone way over my time. I really hope you guys learned something today. If you have any more questions about how to save money in Vancouver, let me know, because I'm really a thrifty lady and living in Vancouver does drain your bank account. Before you guys go, please hit that thumbs up button and hit subscribe if you're not already subscribed. It would really help me out. And I hope to see you in my next video. Bye.